Hi and welcome. It's the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere, and I felt inspired to do a short reading from a book called The Earth Cycle of Celebration by Glennie Kindred. I will link the book in the description below in case anybody is interested. Before I read about the solstice and the underlying energies, I wanted to read the introduction to the book because it's very beautiful and inspiring. It says, I have written this booklet in answer to a growing need, both in myself and others, to find ways to connect to the earth, our inner selves, and each other, in ways which are life-affirming, potent, and alive. To celebrate these old festivals is to take part in an ancient tradition of following the seasonal cycle of the changing year, and to acknowledge and honor our own path within that cycle. This book encourages you to create new ceremonies and rituals which are inclusive, spontaneous, capable of bringing us deep spiritual insight and understanding. We can empower ourselves in new and exciting ways, break free of old outworn attitudes, damaging dogma and concepts. We can transform and change in our own unique and individual way. Best of all, we are free to embrace a holistic understanding of all things being interconnecting vital parts of a whole, and free to be open to the experience of universal love as a uniting force which can change our world. It's so beautiful. And there's a lot of really beautiful illustrations too. Summer solstice. The sun enters the sign of Cancer as her rays shine down on Earth directly at the farthest point north in the annual cycle, in brackets, Tropic of Cancer. In the Northern Hemisphere, the longest day and the shortest night. The sun reaches the height of its power, but now, at this other great turning point of the year, the energy changes. The days will begin to shorten and the sun's power will begin to wane. On Midsummer Eve, fires were lit on hilltops. People stayed up all night to watch the sunrise, a night for carnival and candlelit processions. This is a dual celebration, honoring the light and all that is manifest, and the return of the dark side of the year, connecting once again to the inner world. Underlying energy. The rampant growth period has reached its peak. Everywhere there is a sense of abundance and fresh growth. This is the peak of our expressive and expansive selves. Celebrate all of your achievements and who you are. But a great transition is beginning, which will bring a completion of our whole selves. The power of the inner realms will begin to expand, and our achievements will ripen within. On the following page, there's a number of suggestions for ways to celebrate, which I will share with you now. Summer solstice celebrations. Stay up all night on solstice eve and watch the sunrise. Celebrate the sun and its gifts to us. Celebrate yourself and your achievements. Gather with friends for a circular walk or candlelit procession. Celebrate the wheel of the year turning, rebirth, and the descent into the mysteries. Decorate yourselves with garlands of flowers and headdresses woven from flowers and grasses. Create a shrine to the sun where each can lay a posy of flowers with a wish for the coming energy change. Traditionally, potted herbs were given as gifts to friends at this time. Cut garden herbs, dry them in the dark, make herb bags for tea and baths, pass around a fruit cup and toast to celebrate each other at this peak of outer fulfillment. Be spontaneous, sing, dance, express yourself, your hopes and intentions while there is still energy left to use. Be aware of what this will mean for you when you go within. A time for outdoor fires, fire shows, and fireworks. Symbolically throw in the fire what is holding you back. Write it on a piece of paper to burn. This is the time for sacred drama, to explore great truths and the mysteries. I think the summer solstice is always a really good time for intention setting, thinking about things you want to let go of and things you want to attract into the next season of your life. I will invite you now to join me for a brief movement practice, and we'll finish by setting an intention for the solstice using the last of the sun's energy. Let's begin taking a deep breath in and out through the nose. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. And we'll take a gentle neck stretch, taking the left ear towards the left shoulder. Coming back to center, taking it the other way. Coming back to center, we'll interlace the fingers and reach the arms up. Reaching as tall as you can. And exhale, release the hands down. Let's take a side stretch, bringing the right arm down. Left arm extends. Coming through center. Exhale, taking it the other way. Inhale through center. We'll come into a tabletop, coming onto all fours. Taking a few stretches with the spine. Inhale, lifting the chin, arching the back. Exhale, tucking in the chin and round through the spine. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Last one, inhale, arching the spine. Exhale to round. Finding a neutral position, we're going to step the right foot forwards and come into a lunge, lifting the body up and reaching the arms above the head. Lengthening through the arms, all the way through the fingertips. As you exhale, you're going to cactus the arms, opening the shoulders, opening the chest. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactusing the arms. We'll do that one more time. Moving with your breath. And from here, taking the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers and drawing the shoulders together. Release, bring your hands to the inside of the foot. Coming into a lizard pose, you can shuffle the foot over to the right side and sink down into your hips. Either staying on the hands, or if you want a deeper stretch, you might want to come down onto your forearms. Inhale to come back up onto your hands, keeping the left hand on the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale. And from here, we'll come into pigeon pose. So we're going to bring the right knee towards the right wrist, lowering the glute down to the ground. You can inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhaling. And slowly lower down. If that feels good for you, you can come down onto the forearms, maybe resting your head on your mat or on the ground. Inhale to lift up. We're going to swing that left leg out in front. Bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, fold over that leg. Resting the hands, whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale to lift up. Bring the weight into the right knee and the right hand, extending the left arm, lifting the hips. And release, find your way back into a tabletop. Stepping the left foot forwards, finding our lunge, reaching the arms up. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the arms, through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, cactusing the arms, opening the chest. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Interlacing the hands behind the back, drawing the shoulders together. And release. Taking the hands to the inside of the left foot, shuffling that foot out to the side, keeping your right hand on the mat, left arm reaches up. Exhale to lower, staying either on the hands or coming down onto your forearms, getting a nice stretch into your hips. Inhale to lift back up. Finding pigeon pose. Bringing the left knee towards the left wrist. Lowering down onto your glute. Inhaling to lengthen, opening the chest. Exhale to lower down. Staying on the forearms or lowering all the way down, resting your forehead down on the ground, feeling a nice grounding sensation, feeling the earth supporting you. Inhale to lift up. Swing the right leg out in front. And bringing the left foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding over that leg. Resting your hands wherever they're comfortable. Inhale to lift up. Bring the weight into the left knee and the left hand. Lift the hips. Extend the right arm. Exhale to lower. We'll finish with a few final poses lying down on our backs. Hug your right knee into your chest. We'll take a twist, drawing the knee over to the left side, extending the right arm and turning to look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Extend the leg out long and hug in your left knee. Taking it over to the right side. Extending the left arm, turning to look over the left shoulder. And coming back to center. Take both of the legs out long, feet wide apart, your arms by your sides. Close down your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, feeling everything release. Breathing deeply in through your nose. Exhale, release. Feel your body soften and relax, sinking down into the earth. And take a moment to set an intention for something you want to attract into your life. Thinking about the energy of the sun, and using that energy for your own personal good. Setting that intention clearly in your mind. What do you want to attract into your life? And feel the warmth, imagining rays of sunlight traveling down through your body, starting from the crown of your head, gradually moving down through your entire body. Eventually reaching the tips of your toes. We'll start to bring some movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Let's stretch the arms above the head. Point and flex the feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll over onto one side. And come up to sitting. We'll finish taking a breath together, inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today, for doing something nice for your body and for your mind. Enjoy this summer solstice, however you want to celebrate, and I'll see you next time. Bye.